but mainly her knowledge of cryptocurrency, XRP, is what she possessed here. So let me read some of this for you. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kendra Hill, right? My name is Kendra Hill, and uh, I have been a crypto investor since 2016. I was first introduced to Ripple XRP before I even knew what a cryptocurrency was. My dad and grandpa gave me a large amount of XRP as a gift. It was super annoying because I was hoping for something else at the time and had no interest in digital currency, which could not be used anywhere. They told me not to even think about selling it until 2020 because its value would be far greater at that point in time. Little did I know this was the greatest gift I would ever receive. I come from a family of investment bankers. As stubborn as I may be, I would never question them when it comes to investing. Over the last few years, I've learned so much about cryptocurrency. It's become the number one focus in my day to day life. I'm currently working on a project of my own, planning it, of course. I will need to hire a team to create the platform. My vision is made possible because of blockchain technology. I'm able to design a platform which will eventually be used to push my agenda, and no one will be able to silence it. When this platform is ready, I'll be giving away the initial supply of tokens to content creators. It will be a beauty related platform, so it might not be for you. All I want to do is make the world a better place. Blockchain technology will do that, right? Okay. So it all started with XRP. 2 years ago on my birthday, I was introduced to the world of cryptocurrency. I was given more than 1 million XRP from both my dad and grandpa. Each token was worth less than a penny. The total value of my account was under $10,000. My first thought was to figure out how to sell my XRP. The problem was my family would not allow it. The tokens were not in my possession at the time. I came from a family of investment bankers. They were very intelligent, people who do not like to spend money. My spending habits were awful. As soon as money entered into my bank account, it would be gone just as fast. This was the reason my XRP was not given to me right away. I thank them for that because I probably would have sold it all. My grandpa changed the way I see the world and has given me a new mindset. He turned me into a motivated minimalist. I would much rather generate money than spend it, right? I would much rather generate money than spend it. After being lectured on the value of XRP will have in the future, I started buying more and more on my own. Currently, I have a cryptocurrency hardware wallet that stores my XRP. I recommend that for you all as well. I take great care of it. The wallet is stored in a safe place and sealed and protected. And then came the Stratis. First of all, well, she's talking about Stratis. I don't want to just get into what she's saying about Stratis. We're going to stick with XRP. And Elastos is another type of crypto that she mentions here. Now, my plan going forward, I will be focusing on XRP and ELA, which is Elastos, more than anything else, since I am earning Stratis and I have a large amount of it. There is no reason to buy more. My dad and I will be mining ELA in the future, and Elastos mining form makes for a great investment. I'm currently working on a project of my own, which will greatly impact the beauty industry, right? Okay, so let's go on. The world only needs one. Before the digital age, using one world currency was not possible. Now we were able to connect with people around the globe in seconds. One currency would be ideal. With that thought in mind, think about the cryptocurrency market. So many to choose from, yet only one is needed. Cryptocurrency will be made illegal. This is not a maybe, this is a warning. Nothing is left up to chance. Our world is always planned years in advance. I've been telling you all that as well. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail, and failure is not an option. Allowing additional currency to exist when the world is only using one will be disrupted, so it will not be tolerated, and it will be easier to stop than you think. The illusion is that for Bitcoin, for example, is untouchable. The reality is that it is government controlled through the use of mining pools. This is so true. I told you all that right now it's not even profitable for everyday people to mine Bitcoin because of the energy usage. And so government and Larry Fink and BlackRock will take over that mining, right? Any cryptocurrency aiming to be decentralized digital currency will not survive. The one that we will use has already been chosen. The one world currency is already here. Not only is it here, you may already be in possession of it. The currency of the future is currently ranked in the top 10 coin market cap. Now, the question is, which cryptocurrency is it? I will answer that in my next blog post. There is some information I wish to release regarding the people organizations involved. People may not believe what I have to say, and I do not expect anyone to. When the time comes and the truth is revealed, you will realize that I am someone you should listen to. This is why I am starting my blog. Step into the light. I just showed you all Stellar Lumas. I just showed you our Interstellar release in 2014. Also, Stellar Lumen was released in 2014 as well. Now, when you talk about step into the light, I want you to think about Satan, as I said, Saturn, and all that. And I want you to think about what was said about Satan being the bright and morning star, right? The bright and morning star. So, with that being said, let me block some people in my comment section. Now, the bright and morning star introducing the one world currency that will replace our fiat currencies. And fiat she means paper currency. The Lumen, Illuminati, Lucifer, bright morning star, Satan, Saturn, Interstellar, Xlm, right? I've already showed you all the gematria for 666, Revelation 13 and 17 equals to Xlm as well. Where no man can buy or sell, right? It can be transferred in seconds for less than the value of a penny, and the supply is capable of scaling to meet the needs of a growing world population. The lumen can be defined as luminous flux of light produced by a light source. Lucifer is the bearer of light, the morning star. Soon we will be sending lumens using Li-Fi. Light used to transmit data. Welcome to the age of Lucifer or Luciferian. Chance is the illusion. It may appear that there has been multiple cryptocurrency battling to claim the top spot. The reality is that only one currency is needed and that only one has already been released. The lumen will be scaled to the masses using the Lightning Network. Where else is the Lightning Network connected to? That's mentioned with Bitcoin, right? So, of all the world transactions will be processed each second almost instantaneously. Jed McCaleb, someone mentioned that on my last live stream that I talked about Xlm, is the co-founder of Stellar Lumens. He is connected to an organization called Lucis Trust. Lucis means light, which has a project called the World Goodwill United Nations Sustainable Development Plan that promotes the teaching of its founder, Alice Bailey. Lucis Trust, formerly Lucifer Publishing Company, is the organization behind the One World Religion. By 2030, the world will have one single religion. Chance does not exist. You must be chosen. Lucifer's Trust was established 96 years ago, and Alice Bailey died 69 years ago at the age of 69. So 69 means or represent as above, so believe. Above meaning heaven, beneath meaning earth, right? December 15th will be 69 years since her death. Now, this was written, I believe, in the year 2000. She is special to this world and 20, not 2000, I'm sorry, 2018. And 2018 is a special year for our world. 96 reverses 69, symbolizing as above, so below. Numbers, this is why I've been telling you all, numbers are very important in our world. Even words have numerical values. This is why I use gematria. I translate the words into numbers so you all can decode and get the esoteric message as well. The English language is coded to mimic a language used over 10,000 years ago. We can also look at cryptography that started in 1619, right? You all, as she said, there is nothing new under the sun, right? There's nothing new under the sun. The cross-border payment life. If you were to do research on Ripple, the company, I've also been telling you all about Ripple, the company, and XRP, the product, is different, and XRP blockchain token, you will come to the conclusion that the goal is to replace SWIFT as the world's leading cross-border payment provider. Again, I want you all to keep in mind that this was written in 2018, right? This was written in 2018. Hello, Queen. XPR is pumping out. There will never just be one crypto due to different uses. HBAR. Now, you telling me that there will not be one crypto. I did not say it's going to be one crypto. I said there's going to be one crypto for all. And what I mean for all is a one global currency that we're going to be connected to. I'm talking about like in Genesis 11, there was one language. And what happened when there was one language? There was a tower built. And Tesla has this documentary that's called Tower for the People, not Power for the People. Now, you're telling me something. I'm the one to introduce you probably to XPR. And now you're trying to educate me on something I introduced you to. That's how people do. But anyway, let me get back to this. Wouldn't even know about XPR if I didn't start talking about it on my channel. What if I was to say that Ripple does not care about cross-border payments? This is so true. They don't. And their replacing SWIFT is only a short-term plan. True again, it won't replace SWIFT. It will collaborate with SWIFT, right? In the digital age, you are able to connect with anyone around the world in seconds. For this reason, using one digital currency, I didn't say the currency was going to be replaced. I said Revelation 13 and 17 talks about a currency connection that people cannot buy or sell. Because when people have one currency, one language, as Genesis 11 brings out, the Tower of Babel, a frequency change, it puts us on the same frequency again. This was disrupted in the Bible in Genesis 11. And thus we got fiat currencies where different countries had their own fiat currency. We're going back to the future. We're going back to people who were using one world currency. I didn't say our cryptos will be replaced. Now, not only is one currency all that is needed, it would be more efficient if we were to use one single currency. So what would happen to a cross-border payment provider when the world is using a digital currency that can be sent from wallet to wallet? The cross-border payment provider is no longer needed. So this is why even Brad Garlinghouse, Chris Larson said, we started out with the idea concept of Ripple or XRP being used for a cross-border payment, but now our focus is now on demand, liquidity, and derivatives market. I assume this is very simple to understand. Yes, you can't assume, right? The purpose of this blog is to help you understand. If Ripple was only focused on cross-border payments and nothing else, their success would be short-lived. They knew this before XRP ever existed, right? Think of cross-border payments as a nice testing ground to prepare Ripple for the use case they've been focused on since the very beginning. The true intentions of Ripple are to handle 100% of transactions which takes place from the derivatives market, which I've been teaching you all about, which is a big market. But the domestic market that Xlm will focus on is even bigger. Right? XRP actually, Ripple started in 2004. Bitcoin came on the scene in 2009. But they changed their focus and their strategy. So why did that not make this public knowledge? For multiple reasons. The most important one being that they are not ready. They are missing a piece to the puzzle, and that's called Codius. What is Codius? Now, this has been changed. In 2004, the most recent article on this, that's been changed to now Codius 2.0. Right? It's now changed to Codius 2.0. The project was said to be on hold in 2015. That was a lie. It was never put on hold. Let's see, where do I stop? What is Codius? Okay. Advanced smart contract platform that will ever exist. The project was, said to be put on hold in 2015. That was a lie. It was never put on hold. Codius would be smart contracts, integrated payment processing, and a variety of privacy options. One more time, Codius will be a smart contract platform that offers multiple privacy options if required and payment processing integration. No other platform can compare. No other platform will have different connection to the world banking system. XRP and Codius, now Codius 2.0, are going to be used to manage the entire $1+ quadrillion derivatives market. XRP is not a currency, it's a store of value. This is why when you see that platform, I didn't know I stopped sharing my page. Yes, derivatives is big, right? Derivatives is big. Now, but the world reserve currency is even bigger, in my opinion. Because as Quincy Jones brought out, it is domestic banking. We're the unbanked. And when you look at the entry price of XLM and XRP right now, again, gold is more attractive to some people because it shines brighter, but silver will give you the highest return on your investment. Okay. Codius would be smart contracts, integrated payment process, a variety of payment options, $1 quadrillion derivatives market. I have a notebook with Ripple's agenda. If you happen to care, I also know what the currency of the future will be called. Is this today, and people behind it are directly connected to Ripple. Jed McClare started with Ripple, moved to XLM. The currency of the new world is called Lumen, also known the currency of Lucifer. A Ripple deception. Jed McCaleb, co-founder of Ripple and Stellar, supported Lucis Trust, has family ties, connecting him to the Federal Reserve and United Nations, right? And the United Nations. I've explained this so many times. This must be a new person to the channel. Ripple is the company, XRP is the product, right? Just like Apple is the company, iPhone, iPads, AirPods is the product. Ripple have private stocks that only accredited investors can invest in. XRP is the product, right? Now, in 2014, he moved from Ripple to create Stellar, creating the illusion that two organizations were separate entities. Ripple and Stellar are alike. Sun and moon, gold, silver, right? Brother and sister, each providing something of value in the new world financial system. Ripple is said to be a cross-border payment provider, and with the use of XRP, it will be for a short period of time. The world will not need cross-border payment provider when we are using Lumen. I've been telling you all that as well. especially with America not exporting anything anyway. Why would you need cross-border payments and provide? Stellar Lumens will become the world currency, while XRP will become a store of value. Now, that chart that shows XRP, let me put it up. And many people say it's pegged to gold, but what it really means is priced to gold. Many people say XLM is pegged to silver. What they really should say is priced to silver. And I have shown or told you all that there's a silver squeeze going on right now. There's a suppression on silver, right? It's just like if this was, give me a second. I have it somewhere. I have a certificate, a silver dollar. Okay. See, this says uh, $1 silver dollar. Silver certificate. You see this on top? Silver certificate. $1 silver dollar. This is what money used to look like. Gold used to say this too. When people that's holding silver certificate goes to these vaults that's holding their physical silver and say, I want to redeem my physical silver, this is going to cause a panic. This is just like if you go to the banks. If everybody in America decided right now, I want to go to the bank and pull out my cash, you're going to find out that the banks are broke. They wouldn't have enough cash on hand or on demand to pay people their cash. If everybody collectively went on at one time, and this happened in 1933, the bank run, and they brought martial law in where people could not get their cash out the banks because the banks didn't have it, right? And so it wasn't there. It was an illusion. And so with that being said, if you go to the banks today and you try to put out thousands and thousands, they'll ask you 1,000 questions. Why you need this money? What do you do for work? I did that one time. And they asked, I said, you all didn't ask me all these questions when I was depositing this money. So likewise, when people with their certificates go and they say, hey, I want my physical silver, they're going to raise the price so that the people that have physical silver will cash their silver in so they can provide the physical silver to the people that have the silver certificate. Silver right now is supposed to be priced at approximately the same price as gold, which is $2,750 an ounce. And it only costs $40 an ounce to invest. The same thing we're saying right now with XLM, that is priced much cheaper than XRP. I've shown you how many times that on this graph, you see the only one that has a difference in the name and logo is Ripple and XRP. I cannot explain it to this you all anymore that they are not the same. This is the company, this is the product. I mean, that's as simple I can put it. You know, so you see the anchor here. This was also on the Simpsons episode. The anchor several times. It says stablecoin. A price of a cryptocurrency or token is paid or priced directly to a commodity, dollar, metals, assets. What's approved already? XLM is listed first, and Ripple XRP by the IMF. And then we get into Basel. Some people say Basel. Some people say Basel 3 and 4. International Regulatory Accord that was introduced, a set of reforms designed to mitigate risk in the international banking sector by requiring banks to maintain a certain leverage of ratio and keep certain levels of reserve or capital on hand. So tier 1 asset clarity and market liquidity management. Banks don't have that. We're already in Basel 3 and 4. Banks supposed to have a certain amount of capital on hand that they can leverage in case of like a bank run again. They don't have it. Now, as of this chart, Xlm Xrp, the only one approved. And if you see on this chart, it says cross-border DeFi payment. If you see here, it says antagonist exchange token on demand liquidity derivatives market for institutional value and bulk settlement. That means liquidity pool, taking out the brokers to liquidate. If you have real estate shares and you can liquidate instantaneously into bonds in the bonds market, and you take out the broker, you take out the middleman, you save all those fees, and it can take up to weeks now to do that. Well, this is going to happen on XRP ledger in a matter of seconds. So it's saying this is a 1-to-1 ratio priced in gold. But this is the 1-to-1 ratio price in silver. And I've been telling you, just like XRP price has been suppressed, so has silver. So HDC priced in copper. There's a global shortage on copper. Then we got Algorand. Do you all know, for example, what Algorand tokenizes, you all? That's priced to palladium, and IOTA that's priced in iridium. Do you know what Algorand tokenized? Do you know what it tokenized? Thank you so much, you all. These are my largest tax-free donations I've ever received on a live stream, and I am forever grateful. I am forever grateful to you, Lula, and again, Carol and Matt. Thank you so much. Right? Because this comes with a whole lot of depth research in my eyes. It's even hard for me to read this small print, but I do what I do. Right? So with this being said, you all, and I am going to go over Shx Xcn Xpr Lcx, but I was on Algorand. Do you understand what Algorand tokenized? Real estate. Real estate. Algorand tokenizes real estate. So the purpose of XRP is to use in derivatives market will also act as a store of value. XRP is not and was never intended to be a currency, nor was it created to be used specifically for cross-border payments. When Codius is released, we will see its true purpose unveiled. Ripple and Stellar, Ripple first, are keys to the new world financial system, which will be ushered in as the old system collapse, which is perfect timing. So now, with this being said, let's go real quick to the 1988 Economist magazine cover created by the Rothschilds. You're bringing one up. Did you already tell me? Huh? Did you already tell me? What? Did you already? Is it what? Too loud. I can hear. Thank you. So let's look at the 1988 Economist magazine, right? Let's go back to that. Let's break that down. Then we're about to get into this gematria. We're going to get into this gematria. We're going to break some codes, right? So you can put your questions in the comment, but I really want to focus. I don't want to be going back and forth. People just like to get the straight information. And I will look at your questions towards the end of the live stream. So now going back to this. I've shown you all the gematria on this. You have cataracts 2 surgery next month. Yes, cataracts is something else. I think I should have went ahead and went with the surgery instead of the slower process. I love the 1111 cover, but and in fact, let me show you all this. Let me stop sharing. This is the eye drop that I ordered with the purple top. Xpr people. And it has Lumify. It was for my redness, right? I told you how my eyes was dilated and everything. And I don't have my normal camera on. This is why it might look dark in here, because the normal camera has a light directly in my face. So I don't have my blue tint. And when I saw this says Lumify, this is what made me look back and start studying stellar lumens 2 days ago. And I put up this information that I'm sharing with you now, right? I'm pulling this up now, that was written and revealed in 2018 that most of the mass population do not know. So let's look at the gematria, and you're going to see that Xlm, you see the M is 13, the last number is 13. And so all of these cryptos equal up to 13. We have 14. The reduction is 13. The ordinal 9 plus 4 is 13. Right. And you're going to see XRP. So the reason why this is important is because Revelation 13:7. What would be the one world currency that no man, that if you don't have it, you cannot buy or sell? So same thing, 14, 8 plus 5 is 13. However, you see Xlm has specific reduction of 13 versus XRP. Now, also HDC, I showed you all Simpsons 3113. You saw the X on the flippers. XDC name in original was Zenfin, right? Zenfin. And so this is a lot of HDC was in the Simpsons crypto barn that was released in 1997 that a lot of people were saying that it was XRP, but it wasn't XRP. It was Zenfin, right? And you also see is reverse reduction in 2014. And so then we have XPR, which 8 plus 5 equals 13 as well. Now I haven't did Xcn. Let's just do it while I'm here. Onyx coin. Okay, it just had 14. And its reverse reduction is 13 as well. So I'm not, saying, I'm just showing you all that a lot of these low gem cryptos that people are sleeping on right now, they're going to give you just as much of ROI, return on your investment. And yes, XRP is going to be big. But getting in, right, at Xcn, Xlm, XDC, great returns. So let's look at the gematria. And you all, again, make sure you hit the thumbs up, please. Let's notify the algorithm, and so people can watch the replay. So when I type in 666 here, come on, internet. No, don't do this. All right, thank you. I don't like my internet to be slow. Come on, I need you to move as fast as I'm moving, internet. So we have 666. You have Elon Musk Grimes. You have Citizen, Prophet, Muhammad. But look what you have here. Stella XLM. Mark of the Beast. Peace symbol. Prophecy is an Elon Musk plan. It's purified and refined. What's that? Silver. God bought his people out with silver and gold. When people were Lucifer is hidden God. See? Lumens, interstellar. So I showed you all the interstellar Saturn ring, and I showed you all that this year's Saturn ring will not be just temporarily invisible or hidden. So let's go to the 1988 economists, and I broke this down many times. So let's do it again, right? Now that we have the pieces of the puzzle that are coming together. And, as I told you all, I never understood why people would say that this zero with the slash on it was XLM. Right? I never understood that. I'm like, you know what? Even with my cataract, I can see that this is not the same as the Stellar Lumens logo. The Stellar Lumens logo is like a round circle with two lines in it. But when I looked at Interstellar in 2014, released as the same as Xlm in 2014, then I said, oh, they changed the name and the logo. So mathematically, this means zero with the slash means to zero out. So the fiat currency on the bottom of this Phoenix foot that's not showing on this particular one, it's showing cash is blazing or burning under the Phoenix. So it means cash is being zero out. 2018 also equals 11. However, it also represents the year that we had the largest crypto crash, but the world became aware of crypto. They brought awareness, like, what is crypto? They didn't really know. And so a lot of people, but this also means or can represent cosmos as well. Why? Because cosmos is the internet banking per se. It's the internet of blockchain. It has a cosmos bank. It has, all of the interconnection. And then also, Cosmos just did a big Bitcoin deposit as well. Let me see if I can pull that out. So this helps the decentralization of blockchains, interoperability, the internet of blockchain. It allows multiple, blockchains to interact and to share data. So it creates the next internet where blockchains replace you all. Listen to me. Replace computers. So the O in the word cosmos looks just like this as well. But this also represents stellar. And we know cosmos also have that proton, that nuclear energy as well that we see all over The Simpsons as well. So this is not discrediting Cosmo, but this also, you all, represents the first interstellar logo. Now, you see the letter 10 is spelled out and the number 10 is written. We also see the Phoenix. And then you see the Zenfin, the Xin backwards here. Zen. And Zen is actually bigger than the PHOE. N. I mean the PHOE. See how smaller that is than the word Zen? The gold can be two form as Bitcoin is digital gold. And then we also have gold, the physical form itself. The link around the Phoenix is chain link. Chain link is also known as the oracle as well. So now we ask ourselves, well, what is the Phoenix coins? Because we see Zenfin, I only mentioned on this gold coin. We see Cosmos, we see Stellar, we see the zero and out fiat. Well, this 10 right here represents every 10 years, we saw a crashing. This Economist was released in the year 1988. So 2008, from 1998, the Russian ruble, that currency collapsed over its oil reserve, right? And then from 1998 to 2008 in America, we had the great housing market crash. And then in 2018, ushered right in from C19 and crashed that out. So I wanted to know, okay, if this 10 represents the zeroed out of fiat currency every 10 decades, as well as Cosmos and Xlm, the world's currency, Xlm, then why have that 10 spelled out here? So now we got to go back to where? Gematria. Because again, what's gematria? The conversion of the exoteric meaning of letters to words, right? And so with this being said, What does gematria show? The letter 10. Great question. I'm glad you asked. We got 111 people in, so you all know what time it is. Hit the 111. Whether you are watching this live or on the replay. Um, hey, Queen, thank you for this plethora of information. Well, thank you so much, Timothy Smith. 111 Bahamas. Thank you for tuning in. Beautiful. I love that profile, that avatar picture, your profile picture as well. XTN is pumping hard. Timothy, okay. I love that Ripple logo as well. We're going to look at XCN as well. So let's go to this gematria. We're going to look at XCN and SHX and LCX. I can just go ahead and tell you, LCX is going to tokenize diamonds and amongst other things, but diamonds is the big thing, right? And then I think I've told you all that Algorand is going to tokenize real estate, right? So that was the big thing that I wanted to bring out. But we're going to look at Xpr Xcn today. Onyx coin. I told you all Onyx is a black stone. So in my opinion, Onyx coin is going to be supported by black rock. Big deal. Big deal, right? So 10 gematria is Frank. Where you get that from? Professor Frank Simpson's Crypto Born 1997 episode, right? 10, Frank. It has EOS. I'm honestly not an EOS holder, right? I'm not an EOS holder, but Golden Egg as well. But Frank coin, we know, is correlated to Bitcoin. Shiba Inu with the 110 connected to 10 as well. Huh? Come on, people. Come on. Come on now. You got to get this. You got to understand. So you see Zenfin right there. And then even let's look up the gematria for Phoenix coin as well. Right? Let's look at the gematria for Phoenix coin. Now, Theo is an immortal bird. Theo is mentioned as an immortal bird, it's a blue bird, etc., etc. However, Theo in the gematria also brings up LTC, which we know is Litecoin. I'm not in Litecoin, but let me tell you, I just read an article today that suggests with altcoin season coming in, that altcoin, XRP, and Dogecoins were the suggested crypto. I'm not a holder of that, but just FYI. And not that I don't think it's not going to 3x, but I'm just looking for things that's bigger than 3x return right now. So, Litecoin is was marketed to be Bitcoin, silver to Bitcoin's gold. All right. So let's look up Phoenix Coin. It brings up the date September the 9th. September is Septum, which means the 7th month. The 7th month means a divine transition. On the 7th day, Jesus rested. That word rest means to bankrupt, to reset. Like if you read Genesis, it says in the beginning, right? If you look at Revelation, it says there will be a new heaven and a new earth. So if you combine the end with the beginning in those verses, you can read that to say that in the beginning was a new heaven and a new earth. If you really decode the Bible right. It was something before that. So on the 7th day, after the things were created in 6 days, God said, okay, now I'm going to reset this. It's officially reset. It's officially reset. Now, again, for the / symbol, I told you all about that news with Cosmos. I want you to look at this. Cosmos Health, and they just bought a big portion of Bitcoin as well, Cosmos. Cosmos Health integrates Bitcoin and Ethereum as treasury reserve assets. Cosmos Health or the company, NASDAQ, a diversified integrated global healthcare group engaged in innovative R&D, pharmaceutical, and nutraceutical brands, manufacture and distribute healthcare products as operator. Telehealth platform announced today adapted a strategy to include Bitcoin and Ethereum as reserve assets. So Cosmos also, I know a lot of times you all bring up XRP health component, but Cosmos have that as well. So they definitely does that. And Cosmos just did a decentralized, or Bitcoin just got a big decentralized blockchain on the Cosmos native network as well. So, hey, I'm just telling you, unlocking Bitcoin's liquidity is what Cosmos is helping. So, I believe that zero with a slash can go either way. Some of these things are very duality and the triality of it, right? But with that being said, I'm just going to leave you out with some more decoding, and then we're going to go on Coin Market Cap and look at these prices. I've given you my logic for Honest Coin for Xcn. I believe BlackRock is going to have a backing with that. If you remember the movie with DMX and Aaliyah and Jet Li, right? They had this black diamond that was the most precious diamond that they were looking for. And XRP has regained that number 3 spot as in terms of market cap. D Harp says, I believe that the UK is going to use Litecoin. Yeah. I'm just, I don't know. I'm not sold on like, I mean, I know it's going to be big. I just don't really care about it being in my portfolio. So that makes sense. Um, Stargate, I forgot to cover that. I just saw the word AI. Stargate, crypto, I didn't have enough time to put all that in there. So let's look at what XPR is doing. But I definitely got some Stargate. You all look at the biggest, look at the baddest. Like just look at it. A $78 million market cap as of right now, 53% up in one day. You get a million of these, and go to 50 cent. You have half a million, go to $1, it's a million. Look at this volume in the last 24 hours. 31.8 million, 689%. Doesn't show its max supply, but the total supply is showing approximately like 30 billion, and the circulating supply, you all, is at 27 billion. 40% of the market cap. And 79, I mean, just, you all, my goodness. On Metallicus, and Metallicus have already listed Fed now as the payment system. And then we have with the credit unions collaboration as well. So okay, Honest Coin just want to, okay, I didn't have the time for that. Sean coming up. Xcn. Oh, up 67% today. One day. I'm talking about small price point. Okay. With big returns. A 707 million market cap right now. Max supply is 48 billion circulating supply. It's showing 30 billion as well. The volume to market cap is at 78%, you all. BlackRock get behind this with the ETF. Also, some news today. BlackRock, not BlackRock, but another. Dogecoin filed for ETF today as well. Some company filed for a Dogecoin ETF. I read a lot of articles, but I forgotten what that company was. The Department of Government Efficiency. An ETF was filed on that today. You are up 414. This is not Dogecoin. This is Dogecoin. I never. This is something new to me. I never heard of Dogecoin. I need to look into this. 414%, a billion. Total supplies at a billion. This is not financial advice. I'm just looking. It's popped up. $3 million market cap. Dogecoin, not Doge. But Dogecoin did have a ETF file, and I will look at Dogecoin more closely. So we got LCX that's having a dip. It's at 23 cents. A little dip today. And then we have X Stronghold token at 0.01. Market cap 93 million. XHX. Stronghold is a collaboration, you all, of Ripple and Xlm. It's a product of that collaboration. It's a product. See, you're right, Timothy. I see it. I see it. I see it. With cataracts and all, I see it. I see it, Timothy. I see it. I do. So these are just some more decoding I want to show you all. Right? I told you what all these tokenization. I looked at Barbershop on the Simpsons episode. Barbershop was shown in the background when Professor Frink, who represents Larry Frink of BlackRock, and Frink Coin represents Bitcoin. We saw Barbershop in the background. And what stood out to me of that decoding was burning, as in the burning of our cash system as well. And something else. Six. Well, let me see. It's not showing. Something else stood out to me. I guess the burning of the fiat currency is what I wanted to show. And this it is. Financial collapse. Right? We saw that in the background of the season 31, episode 13, 1997, Simpsons. Also, St. Lucia says when his money burned, and he said he feel like that may be where his money can be located, and X marked the spot for that. As the Simpsons also showed the prediction, or not a prediction, but the plan of cash, fiat currency burning, just like the 1988 economist. Silver was connected to that. And also, get ready. Silver. Don't say. And the Matrix. Blackout. Storm. I've been telling you, I'll prepare, get your money for off the grid money. We're going to see that as well. Top it off was also on the Simpson. And Homer said this, money's gone. And at first I was like, well, that's simple. I don't have to do a gematria on that, but I wanted to. For some reason, I had a compelling, strong reason to do that. He said money's gone. And six months came up. Pharmaceutical. Phoenix coin came up. The bird is free came up. Right? So Phoenix coin. We saw Zenfin on that Phoenix coin as well. World Order also came up. So Zenfin is mentioned on the Simpsons, on the Phoenix coin, which again, the world's currency is going to be XLM. However, I did want to break down in layman's term the what the derivatives market is, just so people can understand it in layman's term. Let me pull that up. So it's going to take out the brokers, right? Um, it was created by Ripple Labs. I showed you all that Ripple net payment. The thing about XRP and Ripple, um, it is not about cross-border payments with that. That won't even be a big deal. But XLM is going to connect. It's going to be the world's currency that no man can buy and sell. Um, so with this being said, you can look at the forex market being included on this. I broke it down on demand liquidity a lot of times, taking out the broker, taking out the middleman, bringing in that on demand liquidity. You can convert your real estate certificates into U.S. bonds if you choose to. Save institutions millions of thousands, not only time, but saving them money as well. We are moving at the speed of light. So, with this being said, your e-market and payment platforms, merchants and payment providers in different regions are integrating XRP. Also, this is going to include decentralized financing, right? Decentralized applications that offer services like lending, staking, liquidity pools, all of that. And so we're talking about 1 quadrillion on this market, but domestic banking. And Quincy Jones, it's unfortunate because when I played that video, people were just talking about this kid is talking too fast, and they was not catching what he was saying. And I really would like to play it for you all now, but for some reason my video is distorted. He said within himself that what's going to separate XRP apart is the derivative market, and Zenfin is their trading capabilities of trading on the Zenfin network. So this is going to take out traditional banking, the ability to do that where it's expensive and inaccessible to do that traditional banking. Like companies like SBI Remit, companies, for example, like I'm trying Japan and the Middle East, they're going to leverage XRP for remittances for served markets, and XLM is going to be the cash payment system for that underserved markets. So instead of converting USD to euro through these intermediaries, XRP acts as a neutral bridge currency used between these currencies that's going to speed up the conversion. So it's not going to be a need anymore for all these different fiat currencies. So I'm just saying as simple as I can. XRP has partnerships with BitPay, Spend the Bits, microtransactions, the speed. I just don't want you all to overlook XLM, HDC, SHC, Lcx, silver, copper, because you think they are cheap and they won't play a part, because the utility on all of this, of all of these use cases with Zenfin, it is so. Oh, if I can just let you all see the vision with my copper brace on, that you can get silver and copper for like $40 and $3. Kurt says Litecoin is bigger than Bitcoin, even XPR right now, with the using for FedNow payments and credit unions. You all know the picture I showed you for XPR. Then you if you're not, let me show it to you again. So I want you to pay attention also to these bigger cryptocurrency channels right now that's coming out talking about Xcn and Honest Coin. Don't sleep on Algorand. Even though I do not believe Algorand was that actual token that was on the whiteboard for the Simpsons, right? And if I wasn't over an hour on this live stream, I will show that whiteboard again. I really would, but I don't want. I know some of you all may get tired of me. I don't like doing this lengthy live stream, but I'm telling you that A is closely related to the A in Algorand, and we're talking about the tokenization of real estate. Algorand, LCX, diamonds. And I don't want you all to overlook because the prices right now, SPR, big as the plug is showing you, the purple. You all like my little laugh right there. Ethan says, hi, I'm from the UK. We will be using XPR as HSBC. I already started using this and Santander also. Hopefully we will get a big pump from recent Trump. Yes. And Ethan, I discussed that recent Trump announcement earlier. Thank you so much for coming in. And from the UK as well. People come in. I am just so blessed and fortunate when you all come in, right? Xlm money, cross-border. Yep. Cross-border payments. D-Harp says Panama Canal is already running on the oh my goodness. D-Harp, really? Now, see, I'm just talking right now. I've done all my teaching. Now I can read the comments and I can talk. Let me pull that up. HDC, Zenfan. Oh, I'm just all of these things. Ripple working with XHX. You don't have to chase waterfalls. You don't. But I'm just pleading you to look at these small gems that people are just overlooking. Right. Okay, HDC, a blockchain, supports the use of cryptocurrency for private transactions and paying taxes in Panama. Uh, trade finance can tokenize trade finance assets and instruments. Record keeping. I'm glad I looked this up. I got to tell you all something else. Quincy brought out about XDC and its ability to record data on the web. Like right now, your data, believe it or not, has been sold by Facebook and Google. Your data, your information, right? Well, now HDC can exchange that data, which means that people, they don't have to profit. Google and Facebook don't have to profit off your data anymore. People can sell. Businesses on the web, on the internet, can collect data for whatever reason. Let's say you're using Credit Karma, right, for credit scores and all that. Well, Google gets much of the profit now, but now Credit Karma through HDC can get its own profit for selling your data. If you don't think your social security and birth certificate are important, it is, because they make millions and billions off of our data. Facebook, when we enroll, we put our data in, we put our information. It's not they just want to know your date of birth so they can notify your followers what's your date of birth. No, to wish you a happy birthday. They sell your data. So HDC also ensures charitable foundations. And you are on the Simpson. Let's look at this. On the Simpsons, we see that Professor Frink, aka Larry Frink, represent Bitcoin. He's always wearing the Stellar logo sign on his eyeglasses. Now, since you brought up HDC and Panama, D-Hard, we're going to look at this. Panama is paused to approve the use of Bitcoin and 8 other cryptos without limitation. But this is an old article, but I just saw it on the HDC. So it is, when I say old, 2022, country with a reputation of tax haven, approval bill that will regulate the use of Bitcoin and 8 other cryptocurrencies for their use for paying taxes and private transaction. I mean, who would say Bitcoin is? I'm not gonna get into that. Oh, I wanted to know what the other cryptos were, but I have to pay for it. Okay, they didn't want to, can't get that information for free. So, but since it's on XDC website and HDC will see private as well as tax haven, I'm assuming that XDC has to be one out of the 8, right? So, with that being said, and so Web3 ready, API driven, cross border, transparency, ledger of truth. We're just, and this is the biggest web transfer of all times, right? So from Japan is in. Thank you from Japan. Thank you so much. My eyes are not as red, right? You said XPR. He said XRP. Who said XRP? Oh, we will be using, I'm sorry, I was pumping SPR too. We will be using XRP as HB. Yeah, well, I already broke down what XRP will mean to the derivatives market and liquidity pool, right? Build your bag and enjoy your gains. I agree. Keep an eye out for Swift. I mean, did I cover Stargate as well? And Velo, great. But at an hour and 30 minutes, you out. Look up Stargate as well. AI, Trump is pumping it. Larry Frank also on AI. I have thoroughly enjoyed this live stream. XLM, be the one, the world reserve currency. Just telling you, XPR, XRP is for liquidity pool. So don't allow anyone to scare you out of XRP when they say, well, it won't be used for the world reserve cash payments. It won't. It won't be used for domestic banking and all that, but it's still going to be big for the derivatives market and the liquidity pool and the on-demand liquidity, on-demand liquidity and DeFi financing. I have a loan right now, for example, that's under underwriting that's taking me weeks, and I'm making a real estate purchase with it. Weeks. Holding up my real estate deal, commercial real estate purchase. Weeks to underwrite it. DeFi, centralized finance is going to take that out. LCX, Algorand tokenization of real estate, LCX tokenization of diamonds. XHX, Ripple, Xlm working together on that. HDC, trade, data on the internet, big business, trade finance, and also taking out those taxes in public and private ledgers account. So I hope I cover everything in the description. Also, Trump pumped today Bitcoin. He brought out that the government is going to purchase 1 million of BTC. My strategy does not have to be your strategy ever. Is I'm definitely taking some gains from my altcoin profits and accumulating more Bitcoin. Don't even care what the price is. Now, another thing I want to show you all, Matt Wallace has this on his page. This is Trump's wife. And he says, look at her dress she's wearing. You see the R for the Ripple. You see the R for the Ripple. Do not confuse Ripple, however, with XRP. So that's Melanie. So crypto executive order official.
Internal working group to make crypto, make America the world capital in crypto.
Which is really going to right?
Absolutely.
David, that's extra. You find that exciting? It might not be exciting, but you're going to make a lot of money for the country. And this David is.
Trump said it might not be exciting, but it's going to make a lot of money for the country. Oh, Trump, I tell you. I tell you, when Trump is president, conversations are had at an all-time high. But again, his wife, let me see if I can put it up, was wearing that with the R for Ripple, the decoding of that. Her dress had the R all over it. So that's what it is, you all. Again, this is the greatest web transfer. There will not be any more, no more middle class, rich class, and then poor working class, and then poor class. That's gone. It's either you're going to be rich or poor. And if you don't have any, these assets, these tangible assets, these crypto assets, again, silver, $40, price is suppressed. I've always suggested to get you money off the grid, right? As well, because it's not just a rumor that the grid is going to go down. So silver is accepted. It's industrial money. I'm gonna show you that. But these cryptos as well, dollar cost average. Do what you got to do. Budget your way. If you got to stop eating out, this is what Matt Wallace brought out. Melanie Trump, the Ripple dress. There it is, the Ripple logo. Right, XRP Ledger. You are XRP going to be big. Hi Queen. Hi everyone. You says, where do I buy XPR or Xcn? Honest Coin, Coinbase Wallet, or Uphold? Coinbase Wallet. I'm very new into crypto and out of the crypto world. Coinbase, right? Someone says I buy most of my XRP. I really don't like Coinbase. I go to Coinbase Wallet for some of the harder to get cryptos like XPR. I really don't like Coinbase that much. I'm telling you, it always freezes up when you're trying to liquidate. If you have XRP, please keep it on a cold storage wallet, secure and safe. Keep your cryptos. We have big court dates coming up for XRP. It's still under the conversation if it's a security or non-security, right? They do not want it in the hands of everyday people. They do not. That's why they've been suppressing it. Please keep it on a cold wallet. Love it, Skull Guy. 70 ounces of silver. I'm going to end with this. I'm going to find this scripture and I'm going to end with this. When God brought the Israelites who were slaves, right? When you are a slave, whether you're in financial slavery, in fact, silver was used as a currency in the Bible for the tabernacles. And Genesis 13:2 says Abraham was very rich in cattle and silver and in gold. Silver as well was mentioned first. Exodus 30, the X to exit out. The Israelites were given a half shekel of silver as an offering to the Lord. And people made idols out of silver. Hosea 13:2. I didn't know that. Jeremiah 32:9 paid 17 shekels of silver for a field. Zechariah 11. Here we go. Number 11. The prophet threw 30 pieces of silver to the potter in the temple. We know this one. Judas, 30 silver pieces for the potter's field. And also he sold Jesus for silver, right? But so biblically, silver has so much. It's redemption, right? It was paid for the atonement for sins. Refining silver for the purification of our sins. That's why it says a silver cross kills the vampire, keeps the bad people away, right? So with that being said, I love you all. XRP, you can buy it on Coinbase, but please keep it in a cold wallet off these exchanges. I don't care if you get it. Now, Uphold is very user friendly to me. And Uphold, you can also get Flare on as well. You can get that Trump coin if you choose to on Uphold and Crypto.com, his new meme coin that was released. And Zenfin XDC you can get on Uphold. Now I do know SHX you can get on Coinbase. Sometimes these different exchanges are different things, and you got to get them where you get them. XPR is on Coinbase Wallet, and Lcx is on Coinbase as well as Honest Coin. Xcn is on Coinbase as well. So, hello, Judith. Thank you for coming in, my faithful follower. Her and D Harb always rock with me. Okay, I love you all. I'm signing out. Let's get ready for the greatest wealth transfer that we will ever live to experience, right? Queen out.